As technology continues to improve and evolve, so do the methods of language learning. Hi, I'm Rosel Velasco, and today, let's talk about mobile-assisted language learning as one of the most popular method of language learning of today. So first, why mobile-assisted language learning? From its simplest definition, mobile-assisted language learning, or MAL, is the use of smartphones and other mobile technologies in language learning, especially in situations where portability and situated learning offer specific advantages. Mobile devices and ubiquity. A key attraction of MAL is the ubiquity of mobile phones. Typical applications can support learners in reading, listening, speaking, and writing in the target language, either individually or in collaboration with one another. It is likely that the next generation of mobile learning will be more ubiquitous, which means that there will be smart systems everywhere for digital learning. Mobile learning is proving its potential to address authentic learners' needs at the point at which they arise and to deliver more flexible models of language learning. According to GSMA real-time intelligence data, today, there are 5.27 billion people that have a mobile device in the world. This means that 67.03% of the world's population has a mobile device. Back in 2017, the number of people with mobile devices was only 53% and breached the 5 billion mark. Statistica predicts that by 2023, this number of mobile device users will increase to 7.33 billion. The adoption of smart cell phones isn't the same in every country or region around the globe. Here is the latest smartphone penetration data. Highest number of users is China. It is leading with the most physical smartphone users at 851 million, only due to population size with 59.9% market penetration. The lowest number of users is Switzerland. It has the lowest number of smartphone users at 6.2 million with 27.9% market penetration. The highest market penetration is the United Kingdom. The UK has the highest smartphone penetration with 82.9% of its population owning a smartphone totaling to 55.5 million. And lastly, the lowest market penetration is Nigeria. It has the lowest users to population ratio at 14.9% with 30 million users only. So now let's proceed to leading smartphone vendors. The leading smartphone vendors today are Samsung, Apple, and Huawei. Taken together, the three technology companies account for about half of all smartphone shipments worldwide. The three vendors combined ship was 662.5 million smartphones in 2019. According to Shibu 2020, millennials is the generation that spend the most of their time on their phones with 3.7 hours a day. This means that millennials spend around 56 days each year on their phones. As of January 2021, there were 4.66 billion active internet users worldwide, or 59.5% of the global population. Of this total, 92.6% or 4.32 billion access the internet via mobile devices. Our learners' real life. The emerging technologies and tools have paved the way for learning that can harness the power, speed, and ubiquity of digital capability. Learning through digital means adds up to a personalized, transformed, and accelerated learning experience that gives the learner the power to be in the driver's seat. Mobile apps. Mobile phones contain a number of educational apps. The young generation is truly interested in learning through interactive applications. In the era of mobile apps, setting the class via an educational app is fun and everyone can participate without any limitations or restrictions. Better knowledge. New technology has enhanced our learning capacity through smart mobile phones. Now, students can access a huge amount of data they need anywhere and anytime. Thus, it can increase and improve the learning of the students. Techie teacher. Equip educators at individual and institutional levels with appropriate designs for learning that can cope with and work well for new generations of learners who take for granted the use of sophisticated technology. Dr. McCoy said that the biggest challenge of open distance learning institutions is to come up with ways in which teachers can be empowered with the necessary skills in order to fully utilize the affordances of mobile technology to engage students in the learning processes. The use of cell phones for teaching and learning cannot be sustained if teachers are not qualified and competent to use the tool in their work. So next, what are the educational benefits of MOL? One of the benefits is employing MOL in the classroom improves oral proficiency of the students. Research shows that the learners who are given supplemental spoken practice outside of the classroom using the computers or mobile devices usually outperform learners in the control groups in oral proficiency measures. When compared to oral tasks completed in a computer lab setting, Kessler 2010 observed that recordings submitted with an audio mobile device scored better in different speaking fluency measures than those recorded in the computer lab. Another benefit is MOL reduces anxiety in the foreign language classroom. Research shows that learners, especially younger ones, exhibit positive attitudes towards the use of mobile-assisted language learning tasks, and those attitudes often result in increased motivation to produce more language. And another benefit is MOL technology improves students' learning. A number of studies have also examined how learners perceive the benefits of MOL technology integration for their own learning. In general, students who are asked about the effectiveness of MOL technology report improvement of their learning and greater autonomy, that is, the technology helps students feel more in charge of their own learning, according to Aljarf 2012 and Paul Freeman 2012. So let's proceed to investigating effective MOL design, design-based research. The main question guiding this investigation is, what are the characteristics of an effective pedagogically sound learning objectives for students' mobile devices through which adult ESP students in community college enhance their listening skills while expanding their learning outside of the classroom? The two key questions pertaining to the effectiveness of mobile learning activities and the affordances of mobile technologies were: 1. Based on the MOL resources you tested and other M-Learning ESP materials, what are the characteristics of effective listening activities or resources for mobile devices? 2. How do you usually use your mobile devices for learning, work, and leisure? Which of these uses should be adopted in the design of MOL listening activities or resources? Findings: the informed exploration and enactment phases of the study produce contextually grounded knowledge based on the interdisciplinary feedback collected from language learners, student designers, and student programmers, as well as practitioners. It is primarily the student perspective, however, and the investigation of their mobile habits that triggered the reconceptualization of the design approach. These findings are presented below using selected verbatim quotes from research participants. They have been arranged to tell the story with students' words and to encapsulate the main themes of the feedback obtained from the L2 learners. As mentioned before, student participants were asked two key questions. The first one aimed to identify the main characteristics of effective listening activities resources for mobile devices. The following responses are representative of all L2 students' opinions pertaining to the first question. Students further elaborated on the salient functionalities of handheld devices in their comments to the second question. How do you usually use your mobile device for learning, work, and leisure? Which of these uses should be adopted in the design of MOL listening activities or resources? Students identified a number of interconnected components of a potential MOL solution and their properties. The above-mentioned results are summarized and their pedagogical implications are discussed. Summary: technology has played a vital role in transforming the lives of people, especially for students in the classroom. Not only students but teachers are also benefited by the introduction of technology as it helps them to reach the students more conveniently. Integration of it makes both teaching and learning efficient and productive. If used wisely, different technical tools can help students to shape their future in a more effective and creative way. Reference: I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless everyone.